quality design translates to anyone. I think that when you walk into a space and you get this emotion, this feeling of inspiration, when people see things they've never seen before, the homes that we're designing are not the typical floor plan because we are curating it to their needs, to the way that they live. The first time that we met Betsy was actually at her house, or the house that she had bought.
They were going to do a complete gut and renovate it. And so we meet Betsy and her sister Fran. You know, in the design process, it kind of takes a while to get your ideas, your concepts together. So we're walking through, and I think we've been there maybe 10 minutes, and Fran's like, so, what are your ideas?
I'm Betsy, and this is my home.
I'm Katie, and I'm the interior designer.
I'm Frances, and I handle the finances. And we're all sisters.
We had built a custom home in the past. It eventually got to be too big for just two people.
And she wanted to do a style change. She wanted to go from a traditional house to more of a mid-century, which is what we grew up with our mom. And I think she was looking for something cleaner, simpler.
Age in place, so it would just be a better fit for our lifestyle. We got the recommendation for ARC3. We were thinking about remodeling the house that was here. They gave us a great design for that. But once we decided we would go with custom, I said, I'm sticking with you guys because I love the design. And we just went from there.
So the design goals for the home were for them to be able to have a space for entertaining.
She wanted a house that was mid-century modern. She only wanted 2,000 square feet, so a very small footprint.
And then she had an extensive art collection that she wanted to showcase.
Those were really the only parameters that she gave us. The rest, she really trusted us to design something unique and tap into their way of living.
The challenge for this house was quality design and limited square footage.
We only wanted 2 bedrooms. We do have a son. He goes, oh, is this my bedroom? I said, this is the guest bedroom.
How do we make this small footprint feel larger than it actually is? And we really felt the way to do that was through volume and bringing as much natural light into the home as possible.
Our concept derived around this main idea that we were going to have an art gallery. We felt like the best way to do that was when you first enter into the home, that's what you see. You put that on display.
When they saw the design, never had we seen really anything like that. She went, wow, I need that.
It was a very basic conceptual layout. Public spaces on the right, private spaces on the left. I remember working early on in concepts with Bryson, and we were struggling with the proportions of the home because the main entertaining space was a double height volume. At the time, we had the art gallery low and closed off, and then we kind of had an aha moment in the design process where we said, why don't we make the gallery a part of the large volume entertaining space? And then it was really a natural process after that.
One of the unique challenges that we had with this plan was that it had such a strong concept of private and public, and it had a strong core, which was the art gallery. And one of the things that the client had asked us was, how do you transition from something public to private? And we did that with a library space. That library had a lower ceiling, which made you transition from something that was double height, very open and inviting. But then when you came into that, it was like you felt like you were entering something a little bit more private, something that had a very intimate feel. Hey guys, it's Bryson here at the Redstart residence, and today is pack preparation day.
Very critical. We have these embed plates and electrical conduit that have to go inside a freestanding wall. We're lifting our Carolan beams into place in the main living space.
The relationship that we had with them was very collaborative. When you have someone who has collected things, books, artwork, furniture for years, and you want to use those things, it's a collaboration. I would bring pictures and say, okay, these are things we have. This is what the artwork looks like. And they were like, okay, let's do this, or, you know, so they were a joy to work with.
Right, it made this project move along just like we wanted it to.
Overall, this project was a challenge, but it's the type of challenge that our firm covets.
Where our firm excels is being able to take on any project, whether it has unique challenges as square footage constraints, it's got deed restrictions, or it's in the floodplain. We approach every project the same.
Being able to identify the problems and solve those through an architecturally creative way with an emphasis on detail and craftsmanship, we were able to come up with a beautiful design and had a happy client at the end. So that was the most important thing for us.